I lay here about to finally edit the Summerween vlog. And I just realized I never kicked the vlog off. So here is the intro to the vlog you're about to watch for Summerween 2026. Day one of Summerween is over with. I didn't do a lot of reading, sadly. The only thing I did get to was, oh, I'm supposed to post that. Yikes. These were Spotify. I am currently track 2 on feedback, which is probably chapter 12, not 2, track 12. Which is probably like chapter 12. I am, to see, 41% into the audiobook. I did not know that. Wow. So, hopefully, I'll finish that day 2, day 3 of Summerween, and then I can start the other audiobook that I have, which is No End House. Actually, I should probably bring that up on here real quick. FM. The No End House. So I'm excited to read that one and listen to it because I can't read it obviously because it's an audiobook. But I am currently reading A Killer Kind of Romance. I did not make it that far. I'm like 20 pages in, 20 something. 31. A lot more than I thought it was going to be. But so far, it's, you know, I mean, I can't really judge. It's literally 31 pages. But, you know, I actually kind of forgot that she was like a podcaster. I thought it was going to be a typical, like, she's also a killer and he's a killer, like the Butcher and the Blackbird. But no, she's a podcaster who talks about spooky stories, and I think the main love interest is playing out those murder scenes that she describes on her podcast. So, well, we'll see how it goes. Hey, I still have my thing in from sleep last night because I didn't feel like taking my hair out. But while listening to my audiobook for Summerween, I created one of the products, hopefully selling. I don't know if I'm selling that one because that was my first attempt at it, but it definitely, it was something. Honestly, I don't think it was that bad. I think it, like, someone who knows what they're doing, it definitely would have been better. But, you know, it is what it is. Sorry, this is my friend's yarn. But at least that one is done. And I learned how to do the heart. I'm actually kind of surprised that worked out. Because it was my first time trying out the magic circle in like an actual project instead of just trying out the magic circle in general. But no, this is not a crochet vlog. This is a Summerween vlog. So yeah, I only got a little further into it. I didn't really think about listen to the audiobook until like I was almost done with the project. Let's see, what are we at? I'm now at 45% with feedback. So I didn't really get that far. And plus I did slow it down since I was concentrating on that, so I could better register the words. So, yeah.
it. That was $66.
Like where the thing light is.
Colors are really pretty in the pool.
They are.
Oh look, the little
The little temperature thing.
yeah, the temperature thing lights up too.
Adam get his drone out or something?
Yes, it sounds like.
I'm trying to get it out.
But the boys
Fine.
are
It's
As you can hear, I finished one of my books. I've been so crazy. Happy 4th of July, because 4th of July is over with. But 4th of July was yesterday. We had a weird, crazy, like, storm that came through. So, Loki, stop it. Sorry if it's wobbling. My cat's rubbing her face against the thing. So it took out our internet. So I have not had access. I feel like I'm a crazy person when I say it, but like I haven't had access to internet in less than 24 hours because I think actually no, around this time the storm was happening, so the house hasn't had internet in the past 24 hours. And of course where I live at with my carrier, my thing sucks. I literally only have 2 bars, but 2 bars is enough to listen to audiobooks. So I've been listening to feedback this whole entire time, and I just finished it. It is completed. So now I'm going to be going to my pick that says an author I haven't read, which I ended up learning actually a few days ago that I have read from this author. I just forgot. I'm still including it because yeah. Anyway, it's what's it called? Right now it's not showing the title, but I mean, cover. It's the No End House. At least I hope it will let me listen to it. Come on. Because I have to download it, and I'm currently at 1 bar. Okay, starting to download.
Tantor Audio,
Oh.
a division of Recorded Books, presents
Anyway,
The
I'm gonna
No
get
End
into this.
House by
I'm gonna get into the second read of this challenge.
Jeremy.
But in case if you were curious about my crocheting adventures, here's this one. I wanted it to be a sky, and low-key kind of looks like a flower, but it's supposed to be the sun. And I'm deciding on if I want to put it on here, or have it as like a charm, like the purple one is. And then I'm gonna see if My friend has white, so I could do cloud, so it looks more identifiable. I identify as a as a sun instead of a flower. Um, so that one's done. And then this one, low key like this one, but of course there's cat fur on it. Low key, that's why I kind of put the heart there, but like this lining became wonky. But I feel like slowly but surely my shit is getting better. So here's my first. See how big it is? I had to sew it to where like basically the pink lining is sewn in. So, but this is the prototype. Though I think we are still gonna try to, still gonna sell it. See if people want it. This was the second. And obviously this is the first. Not the first, the third. And now I'm currently working on the fourth. This one I think I'm gonna see if I could try to do like lavender flowers and have that as its pattern. So we'll see. Bro. I literally have tears in my eyes. Hold on. The TV's loud. Let me. Oh my god. So, I've been kind of binge reading after doing, finishing up on the last project. Well, finishing up, yeah. I picked back up on a killer kind of romance, and I'm gonna say it. I don't know what it is after this, but okay, you can see a cat. For a second, it made me believe that the serial killer killed her cat and put it in the box. I was like, you really fucking going there in a romance? And I start crying, and then she's like, Sherlock? And then she hears Sherlock's meow in the distance. And I'm like, oh my god, thank god. It's not Sherlock. Oh my god. And when I read that, I immediately said, that was so fucking mean. What the fuck? I'm gonna say your name wrong. I think it's Letizia. Letizia, what the fuck? That was so fucking mean. Why did you do that? Oh my god. Anyway, I'm at page 250 right now. I wasn't expecting to like binge read it, but now I'm kind of like, ooh, should I full send? Was there how many pages? 430, 430, 400, 400. I don't want to spoil myself. 451, I think. I can't believe they fucking did that. What the fuck? That was so... Okay, I wanted to say, there was this one scene earlier. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but there was this one scene where it's like, they was talking about, because she doesn't like romance books, and doesn't like romance in general, but, they picked up this book, and she's like, oh, I would only be interested in it if the plot twist was, like, the man, like, the romance lead was a serial killer. And obviously, when you get from this book is like, it's not supposed to be foreshadowing, but when I read that scene, not gonna lie, I like looked over to the side like I'm in the office. No one. Really? But no, there's also this other one. I took a photo of it, but she was talking about romance and like, what was it? I love AI. I say with sarcasm. It's playing on the TV right now as a commercial. Oh, it's okay. The line was, not unless the twist is that he turns out to be the serial killer. Alright, but no, the scene I was talking about, Look, all I'm saying is I don't buy the premise. Fake dating relies on this idea that being single is some kind of national emergency. Oh no, my ex got engaged and now I have to show him I'm totally over him by fake dating this guy. I've hated since high school because nothing says I'm doing fine without you like staging an elaborate charade involving a man who bullied you during your formative years. Bars. Girl, no, I agree. Anyway. So, I am actually really liking this book so far. I think it's gonna be my favorite read out of Summerween. Oh, I'm like, my name is on this. I think it's gonna be my favorite read out of a Summerween so far. So, so right here, it's just a stuffed animal, thankfully. It says, even with Sherlock safe at my feet, the sight of it makes me queasy. I don't care what Raphael thinks. Blank, 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 blank. They know how much I love this cat. But whoever did do this, it messed with the wrong cat lady. And that's on period. With me and my cat over here. But actually, just moments ago, I had all 4 of them around me. Anyway, yeah, low key, I think it's gonna be. I think this is actually gonna be one of my favorite books. That's kind of crazy. I mean, obviously, I knew I was gonna like. I figured I would like this book by the way the description is, and like obviously the cat on the cover. But I was like, you know, kind of coming out of left field with how much I'm liking it. Hey, just got done reading Smut Scene with a poker face. So the cute thing about I don't even remember what I was saying or what words came out of my mouth, but the one thing I've been liking about this book is with each chapter header it has like a fact of like a trope, and this says the filthy smut, yes, more. It says the not so guilty pleasure of romance novels, frequently hidden behind innocent looking covers. And read in public with an impressive poker face. Granted, I'm not in public, but poker face. Often these scenes should come with a do not try this at home disclaimer. Yeah, some scenes do. This is not one of them. So loved it. This was so good. It kept making me so teary-eyed. 10 out of 10. I think I'm gonna rate it 5 stars, actually. I would say, because obviously I don't want to say it's fabulous, just read it. I mean, yeah, you should definitely read it. But if I want to give any, I wouldn't even say like criticism, because like everything about this book is great. I would say my own. Yes. This is my cat. He's been on my. Sorry, there's another cat next to the camera. He's been on my lap since I like decided to lay down. Yeah. Romeo. You're just a pretty boy. Are you my lover boy? Romeo. Oh, are you purring? You're so cute. Aren't you? Just a kitty patootie. And scratching your belly. Anyway, I would say I would love to see, honestly, the only thing I could say that would make this book even better is, like Gorley, I love my thriller. I love my thriller. I love serial killers. I would say this is more of a romance book than like a romance thriller. So, I mean, personally, as a girl who loves her thriller, I think it would have been great to see more. More of, like, the serial killer, aspect of the side. But if you're not into, like, thrillers, I would definitely say that this would be a good book. Oh, he left. It would be a good book to read. And now I'm gonna go to bed because it's 1 o'clock. Look at this baby. This is from using lots of tissues because of my emotional ass. What are you doing? What's Aylin? She's so cute. Anyway, yeah, I need to go to bed. Thankfully, I technically don't work tomorrow. I do have a meeting, so I have to be at work at some point tomorrow. Here's the sleeping in. I don't know if you guys wanted this update, but I mentioned in the vlog that I had spent 24 hours without internet. Lo and behold, at 1, I look over and I see the internet thing is at, can I take that, please? She's laying on my phone. Glorious internet. Yes, I am addicted. But the thing that sucks is, yes, I was productive by making crochets and finishing 2 books today. Well, not today because it's 1 o'clock. It low-key sucked. Not like because when I was doing my crocheting stuff, I had to look up videos and it would take forever for them to load. And obviously I need background sound on top of my audiobook playing. And I had to rely on live TV. And there's just not a lot of good stuff on live TV. Anyway. Okay, so I just finished the No End House. Obviously I have no footage from yesterday because I did not read. Well, I mean, I listened, but I didn't really sit down and read. But I just finished the No End House, and I was entertained. Yeah, I was entertained. I was also meh about his other book, The Suicide Forest, so I think he's not an author that's for me, personally. Which sucks. I think, obviously, he's a good writer. And, like, it's a good storyline. It was alright, you know? It was like, yeah, it's a good book. It's just not for me. I'm not saying that because, it's thriller or whatever. No, it just wasn't for me. So I'm probably gonna give it like a 3-something star rating because that's my meh books. Like, yeah, it's alright. So sadly, that is it for that one. Now, hold on, let's see what other books I need to read. Okay, so we're 60% through the reading list. I need to read that one tonight, which is like Book Read in the Dark, and it's Stranger Things. It's the Bully volume, and then the last one I have left, which is the one that a huge chance that I probably won't read, is The Haunting of Hill House. I've been needing to get around to this for so long because I own the book and I've owned it for so long. And realistically, if I do not read it tonight, or not tonight, at the end of this challenge, I think I'm just going to get rid of it. Because why do I have it if I haven't if I'm not gonna read it. But, because, like, I love the TV show. The TV show was amazing. And, I don't know, maybe... Let me see, actually, real quick. Hold on. Oh, yeah, I was gonna see if the Libra, not Libra, Libby has it. For audio. Oh, it's about a 4-week wait. I'm gonna place it just in case. Just in case. And at least... Wait. I don't... Wait, that's so weird. It's showing this version, and it shows this version, which I just placed. Hold on. Read by Bernadette Dunn, unabridged. And starring, also unabridged, so it's like different audiobook people. And I'm placing that. So, it looks like I am going to get to The Haunting of Hill House. Sick. That's so weird. I wonder why... Man, our dreams. Ooh. That looks good. I want to save that. It looks like I will be able to get to The Haunting of Hill House. Yay! I'm going to accomplish my Summerween! TBR, that's crazy. This is the book I'm reading. Sorry, I have to have background noise. Because, you know the gig, tinnitus, etc. Okay, if you'll just slide, shripping. Today's the last day of Summerween. So, I'm gonna quickly read my book in the dark. And then I will give a little update at the end. Hold on, when did... I don't remember him exploding. Okay, so I remember... Hold on. I remember this part. You know, him doing this. But I did not remember, like... even more damage. I thought they ran away. And then right here it shows that she... I don't remember that. And I rewatched Stranger Things a few times. Oh. That's a nightmare. Usually there's a reason why sorry. There's a reason why that there are bullies, because typically one of the parents or brother is bullying them. Someone that's older. Oh, he let himself. I forgot about that too. I feel like I'm about to tell you a ghost story. I ended up reading this, and I mean, is it needed for the plot? No, not really. But it was great to revisit the Stranger Things world. I did very much appreciate it. And I'm also gonna tell you like where I've left off at. Ooh, I need to hurry up and buy some Steam games, because some games I want to buy online. Anyway, here is where I'm currently at in The Haunting of Hill House. I'm like a little over halfway past it, which, you know, is a-okay with me, because, you know, I read the majority of my Summerween, and I'm honestly gonna finish this book probably tomorrow or the day after. But yeah, see me tomorrow to end this vlog properly. Hi. Okay. What up? This is the end of the Summerween vlog, where I'm going to tell you what I read and etc. So first off, we ended off with my first book, Feedback by Mira Grant. I did not know this. I just assumed that this was a novella of like multiple books in one book, but it turns out this is actually like an installment. So honestly, I would say if you're reading Feed, if you want to accomplish that goal, tandem read it with Feedback, because this takes place during the events of the first book, Feed, and obviously throughout Feedback you get to see there's a few snippets of what is happening in Feed in the moment during this. Now, I don't know, I would not be doing that project of figuring out how to tandem read it, but like maybe there's something out there like with the Sergei Moss books that you can, maybe hopefully someone found a way to tandem read. If not, I would recommend reading a Feed first and then reading Feedback, because there's moments where I'm thinking, man, I wonder, because when I read the last book, the third one in this series, because this is technically a fourth, that was like a few months ago, I want to say, and so when I was reading this, I was thinking, man, are they like at all mentioned in Feed? I'm sure they probably were briefly mentioned, but I don't know. Anyway, I ended up getting Feedback a 4.5 star rating, so not bad. One of the other books that I read was actually my audiobook. It was No End House. And that one, regretfully, probably is one of my lower rating ones. Yeah. That one was a 3-star rating. I own the book on Libro FM, and at the time of selecting this, I did not know that I have read one of his other books, which is The Suicide Forest. If I would have known before I even bought the audiobook that I knew he wrote The Suicide Forest, I don't know if I would have bought it, but I definitely probably would have read it, maybe on Spotify. Because a lot of people like raved about it. Well, not a lot. A few people. I saw it on a reel, and I saw like people talking about it in the chat box, the comments. So yeah, if you like the Backrooms, this is very similar. I'm talking about like Backrooms, the game and the movie. Such a similar vibes. Next for I read is A Killer Kind of Romance. This one I would say is probably my favorite out of this whole entire video, which is weird to say because this is also a romance, but it's a murder mystery. Yeah, and it's the only like cover that's murder mystery / thriller / horror that has like essentially pink on the cover that I own at the moment that I haven't read. So I decided to choose this, even though this one is a little longer than the others. Well, I don't know. Feedback is actually maybe longer, but I was listening to that on audiobook, so that's a completely different story. While this one I actually read. So of course I gave this one a 5-star rating. I loved it. I highly recommend that you read this. Essentially she is a podcaster talking about like murder mystery books / thriller books, and he comes back into town, and he used to be the boy next door, but like, you know, he was the baddie. He used to be a rebel, got in trouble, and his dad actually had like just died, so that's why he's back in town. And mysteriously, during the events of murders happening, it starts when he comes into town. So is he the serial killer? And so essentially the serial killer replicates the murder that happens in the books that she talks about on her podcast. I will bookmark's still in there. I would say I probably would have loved it even more if we focused a lot more on like a few more murders. So I would say this is more so a romance first than like a murder mystery / thriller. And lastly, well, from my TBR, I read Stranger Things The Bully last night, as you saw in my last clip. This one, I actually think I gave it a 3-star. Give me 1 second. Yes, I gave this one a 3-star. Comics are and manga / anything that's, you know, graphic-y novels are on a different rating scale in my opinion. If it was up to me, like if I was on my rating scale of like regular books, this probably would be a 2-star, but since I have a different rating scale for anything that's like graphics, this one is a 3. So this one was alright. It wasn't exactly needed in my opinion, but if you were curious about, i.e. the bully and what happened to him from the end of season 1, I think, you get your answers, which I don't think anyone was curious about him. I wonder if it does. Hello? Alright, I just remember that I have a mic. I did read, when did I finished that on July 1st? Okay, I did read a horror manga, during this time. That's not part of my reading thing, but I did read it, so I'm going to go ahead and mention it. And that is Happiness. Well, yeah, I think, it's just happiness, not the happiness. Yeah, Happiness. Honestly, I gave it a 3-star rating. Apparently, I have read it before. I read it in 2021. I did not know that, though. Low-key, when I was reading it, I was like, this kind of looks familiar, but I'm not sure if I read it. When I read it in 2021, I did give it a 4-star rating. But now I have given it a 3-star rating because, as I said, my rating system currently is different from my regular. So, I'm probably going to continue with the Happiness series because there are some weird aspects in the beginning that I low-key didn't like, but I'm reading it on Kindle Unlimited because currently right now I have a 3-month Kindle Unlimited trial. So, because I always just wait. Anytime I'm recommended or something to get a 3-month free trial or a month free trial, I always sign up for it. Because I'm like, I don't read enough books on my Kindle to warrant having Kindle Unlimited. Because I have so many books and so many audiobooks that I don't do it. Now, I did get a little over halfway through on my last read from my TBR for Summerween, which is The Haunting of Hill House. I'm like 60, literally last night I got to 62% of it. I am obviously going to finish it, not today because I didn't have time to listen to the audiobook, but I'll most likely finish it tomorrow or the day after that. So far my thoughts on it is, it's not like the show. It's more like the show used it as its Bible, where it knows like what to base its foundation on. So yeah, it's a different storyline, which I was not expecting. So far my thoughts. My star rating will most likely be maybe a 3.5 star rating. Who knows? Because, as I said, it was alright. So far. Let's see how scary it gets. Because so far, the only scary thing it's done, mainly, it's, there's writing on the walls in blood, addressing the main character, whose name is Elizabeth. So, yeah. Thank you for watching my Summerween vlog, and I'll see you in the next video or live stream, whenever that is. Stay spooky.